March 2026. Missiles are flying across the Middle East. Israel, Iran are openly striking each other, and mainly people watching the news believing this war has just begun. But that's not true, because this conflict did not start this year. It did not start last year. And it did not start on October 7th, the day many people say the Gaza war began. In reality, the war between Israel and Iran started more than 40 years ago. It didn't begin with fighter jets. It began in the shadows with intelligence agencies, cyber weapons, assassinations, and a secret network of operatives built slowly inside one of the most heavily guarded countries on earth. For decades, this war was invisible. But when a shadow war finally becomes visible, it usually means it has already been running for years. If you're new to the channel, I am Momin. Here we reveal dark, hidden stories, the ones you were never meant to know. Before we dive in, subscribe, follow, and hit like, join the family. As we always said, sit back and relax. It's just the first 100 years that are the hardest. To understand this conflict, we have to go back to a time when Israel and Iran were not enemies. Before 1979, Iran was ruled by Mohammad Rida Pahlavi. The government maintained quiet cooperation with Israel. Trade existed, oil moved between the countries, intelligence agencies shared information. But everything changed in 1979. A revolution swept across Iran and the government collapsed. A new government took power under Ayatollah Ruhollah al-Khamenei. And within days, the new leadership declared Israel illegal mate. Diplomatic relations ended, embassies closed. The relationship between the two countries entered a completely new phase. Not open war, something colder, a quiet, undeclared conflict. For decades, both countries understood the rules. No declarations, no official war, just operations. Iran expanded its influence across the Middle East by supporting armed groups. The most powerful of these groups were Hezbollah, based in Lebanon. These groups allowed Iran to pressure Israel without launching attacks directly from Iran territory. Israel responded differently. It built intelligence networks inside Iran. These networks were not satellites or drones. They were people, human sources, recruited quietly to live inside Iran and gather information and support operations. By the mid-2020, defense analysts estimated Israel maintained between 30 and 40 separate intelligence cells inside Iran territory. Most of the people involved were not Israeli, they were Iranian citizens, people who have been imprisoned, people who had lost family members, people who had reasons to cooperate quietly. And slowly, over many years, that network grew. In 2010, engineers working at Iran nuclear facilities in Natanz noticed something strange. Whatever they used to enrich uranium began falling, and machines spun too fast. Systems shut down unexpectedly. At first, engineers believed it was mechanical failure, but it wasn't. The damage was caused by a piece of software, a cyber weapon later called Stuxnet. Once inside the system, the malware secretly altered the speed of the centrifuges. From the outside, everything appeared normal. Inside, the machines were being pushed beyond their physical limits. Eventually, they destroyed themselves. Stuxnet became known as the first cyber weapon designed to cause real-world physical damage. Security analysts concluded it was most likely developed through cooperation between Israel and American intelligence. The attack delayed Iran's nuclear program for years. But it proved something important. Modern wars no longer require bombs. Software alone could destroy infrastructure. Now look, what remains uncertain here is not whether the shadow war happened. It happened. What remains uncertain is where the line is between what has already occurred and what has not happened yet. Some analysts believe Iran's nuclear program can recover quickly. Others believe the damage was permanent. No one outside the intelligence world knows the full truth. But one thing is certain: the networks built over decades, intelligence cells, leaks, cyber weapons did not disappear after June 2025. They adapted, and the people running them on both sides are still working. You just won't read about most of what they're doing, because the most dangerous wars are the ones that don't look like wars until they already have you surrounded. I am Momin. I'll see you in the next story. Peace.